Attacked so many times, death threats, I've been sexualized, I've been threatened, I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time.
Reese and Clark strike. Angel Reese threatens players strike if revenue sharing demands aren't met, says Clark is on board. What does a revolution look like? Sometimes it doesn't start with a bang, but with a boarding pass. Imagine this. You are one of the most famous athletes in your sport.
Every day the sun don't shine, but I love tomorrow. Like, you're not going to have, every day is not going to be a great day. And a lot of times in my life, I felt like I was down.
Millions watched you win a national championship. Your jersey is a bestseller. You are, by every measure, a superstar. Now imagine that after playing a grueling, high-stakes professional game, you're not boarding a private jet to rest and recover. Instead, you're navigating a crowded airport terminal, dragging your own luggage, and dealing with flight delays, all while trying to maintain a low profile. This isn't a hypothetical scenario. For the stars of the WNBA, this is just another Tuesday.
And you personally started the run that won this game. How do you find this in you each and every time to be such a winner?
I'm a dog. You can't teach that. I'm going to go out and do whatever it takes.
But a storm is brewing. The league is exploding in popularity, smashing viewership records, and capturing the national spotlight like never before. And at the heart of this storm is a new generation of unapologetic, media-savvy superstars who are looking at the system and asking a very simple, very dangerous question. If the game is changing, why aren't the rules? Enter Angel Reese, the Bayou Barbie, the Chicago Sky's rookie phenom with more charisma and controversy in her fingernail than most athletes have in their entire careers. She's not just here to play basketball. She's here to change the game entirely. Reese has drawn a line in the sand, igniting a firestorm of debate around player treatment, pay, and respect. This isn't just about charter flights anymore. This is about the future. This is about a high-stakes, billion-dollar war for the very soul of the WNBA, and Angel Reese has just fired the opening shots. Welcome to World Hoop, and today we're diving deep into the revolution that could either elevate women's professional basketball to unimaginable heights or risk tearing it all apart. The story of the WNBA's current tipping point really begins with one of the most electrifying rivalries college basketball has ever seen: Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. Their 2023 NCAA championship showdown was cinematic. It wasn't just a game, it was a cultural event that shattered viewership records, drawing nearly 10 million viewers. It pitted Clark's historic long-range fire against Reese's dominant, in-your-face power. The storylines were irresistible, and America was hooked. When both stars declared for the 2024 WNBA draft, they didn't just bring their talent. They brought their massive followings with them. The Caitlin Clark effect has been immediate and undeniable. Her debut with the Indiana Fever became the most-watched WNBA game in over 2 decades. Arenas are selling out. Ticket prices are skyrocketing. The league, for the first time in a long time, is consistently part of the mainstream sports conversation. But this new golden age has a dark underbelly. The intense spotlight on Clark also illuminated the harsh realities her fellow players have endured for years. When it was revealed that Clark would be flying commercial like every other player, the public was shocked. The conversation quickly shifted to a critical issue: player safety. We saw jarring videos of players, including Brittany Griner in her highly sensitive return to the league.
Okay. Oh, Mariah. Okay. Me and Brooklyn.
What's your type?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I really want to see who you gonna pop out.
I love these combos.
Being harassed by individuals in airports. It became terrifyingly clear that in this new era of celebrity, commercial travel wasn't just an inconvenience. It was a serious security risk. The league responded by announcing a full league-wide charter flight program for the first time in its 28-year history, a monumental step that players have been demanding for years. But this victory only opened the door to a much larger conversation, and this is where Angel Reese steps onto the main stage. While Clark may be the face of the league's new popularity, Reese has rapidly become the face of its conscience. With her bold personality and massive social media platform, Reese understands leverage. She knows that the league's newfound success isn't just because of one player. It's built on the backs of every athlete who grinds day in and day out. She sees the sold-out arenas, the booming merchandise sales, and the media frenzy, and she's vocalizing what many veterans have been fighting for in quieter rooms for years. It's time for the players to get their fair share. This brings us to the real battleground, the collective bargaining agreement, or the CBA. Think of the CBA as the master contract between the league and its players. It dictates everything from minimum salaries and benefits to travel standards and, most importantly, how the money gets split. The current CBA was signed in 2020 and was hailed as a landmark deal. It introduced better maternity leave, improved travel conditions, and a potential 50-50 revenue split with the players. However, that 50-50 split came with a crucial catch. It only kicks in if the league hits certain ambitious revenue targets. So far, it hasn't. But with the Clark effect and a massive new media rights deal on the horizon, projected to be worth over $100 million annually, the financial landscape is about to change dramatically. Everyone knows a tidal wave of cash is coming. The multi-billion-dollar question is, where will it go? This is the context for Angel Reese's bold public statements. She isn't just talking about the present. She's negotiating for the future in the court of public opinion. She understands that the players have a once-in-a-generation opportunity. The current CBA gives the players' union the power to opt out after the 2025 season. This is their ultimate weapon. By speaking out now, Reese and other players are setting the stage for what will be the most consequential CBA negotiation in the history of women's sports. They are making their demands clear long before they get to the negotiating table. First, the charter flights must be permanent and ironclad in the new CBA, not just a temporary solution. Second, and most critically, is the issue of pay. The current maximum salary in the WNBA is around $240,000. For comparison, the minimum salary for a rookie in the NBA is over $1.1 million. This staggering disparity is why many WNBA stars, including MVPs and champions, have to spend their off-seasons playing for teams in Europe or Asia. Not for fun, but out of financial necessity. It's a grueling schedule that puts their bodies at immense risk. The players argue that as the league's revenue explodes, so too should their compensation. They're not just asking for a raise. They're demanding a systemic shift. They want a revenue-sharing model that reflects their true value as the engines of the league's success. They are betting on themselves, arguing that investing in the players, with higher salaries, better travel, and state-of-the-art facilities isn't an expense. It's an investment that will elevate the on-court product and grow the league even faster. This bold stance highlights the urgency of the situation, as Reese understands the impact her advocacy could have on the future of women's professional basketball. Her willingness to be the lightning rod for criticism allows veteran leaders, like Players Association President Nneka Agwumike, to strategize behind the scenes. It's a classic good cop, bad cop routine playing out on a national scale. Reese takes the public heat, keeping the pressure on the league, while the union prepares the formal legal assault. With leaders like Reese at the forefront, the WNBA may be on the brink of significant change, one that ensures the league's success translates into tangible benefits for its players. She represents a new wave of athletes who see their value extending far beyond the court. They are entrepreneurs, brand ambassadors, and social activists who are unwilling to accept the status quo. They watched as generations before them fought for crumbs, and they have decided they want the whole bakery. As the negotiation period intensifies, Reese and her fellow athletes are making it clear. They are not backing down. They believe the time for incremental change is over. The moment for a revolutionary leap forward is now. The owners and the league office are at a crossroads. They can either partner with their players and ride this wave of popularity into a new stratosphere of success, or they can fight them, risking a bitter and public labor dispute that could tarnish their golden moment. The stakes have never been higher, and the entire sports world is watching. Angel Reese has lit the fuse, and the explosion is set to redefine the future of the WNBA forever. Outro music begins to fade in. So what do you think? Is Angel Reese the hero the WNBA needs? Or is she risking too much, too soon? Are the players' demands for charter flights and a bigger piece of the revenue pie justified? We want to hear from you. Drop your take in the comments section below. And if you want to stay on top of the story and get the best basketball analysis on the web, do us a solid. Hit that like button, subscribe to World Hoop, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.